No Mercy. Pay-per-view that used to be made perfect for settling blood feuds, ending long-term rivalries, car crashes of a match. Now, it comes back as an NXT PLE. And it's got 6 matches that honestly, a lot of could go either way. NXT PLEs are so much harder to predict than main card ones because NXT is one of those shows that is willing to pull the trigger on a crazy moment for the crazy moment. Let's talk about all 6 matches, 5 of which are title matches, and see what we think is going to happen and what the landscape of NXT is going to look like by the end of Sunday night. Let's get started. The Women's North American Championship. Kalani Jordan defending against Wendy Choo. I think that Kalani Jordan should win here. I think they built up Wendy Choo great, but Kalani is the first champion. I think that they've made it look like Wendy Choo is this issue for Kalani, and Kalani being able to persevere would really build her stock as a babyface. But I could absolutely see Wendy Choo winning this and then putting a title on her now that they have a mid-card women's championship on NXT. And this could really give Wendy Choo some room to flourish. But I'm going to take Kalani here, and then maybe at the next PLE cycle for NXT, that's when we get Wendy Choo really tapping into the monster heel personality, and maybe she takes it there. I think the next PLE is Halloween Havoc too, so it would be a great place for Wendy Choo to really lean into the spookiness of her gimmick right now. So I'm going to take Kalani here, and then maybe we circle back and we get Wendy Choo to win it at Halloween Havoc. Up next, the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line as new champions Chase University, represented by Andre Chase and Ridge Holland, defending against former champions Nathan Frazier and Axiom. I think this is one of the easier ones for me to pick because there's only one option that should win, and that's Chase U. Frazier and Axiom should, by the time this is over, turn on each other. One way or the other. I don't care which one turns heel. One of them should turn heel. It should be Axiom, and then he should take the mask off and become A-Kid again. That's what should happen. But I'm going to take Chase U to retain here. They just won the titles. I don't think we hot potato it back to the old team. I think it's time to pull the trigger on one of them turning heel on the other. So I'm going to take Chase U to retain as well. Up next, we have the North American Championship with Oba Femi. Ooh. Defending against the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. I like Tony D. I think Tony D's got a cool gimmick. He's kind of fun. He's enjoyable, but he ain't beating Oba. It's not his spot to beat Oba. I would be very upset if the Don beat Oba. It'd be cool, but Oba has been built up as this monster, and I almost think it would be better for Oba to just be drafted to the main roster without losing the NXT North American Championship and having to vacate it. There are people that it would be okay for them to beat him or take the title off of him in a triple threat with him not getting pinned, but Tony D's just not the guy to take the title off of Oba. Oba's a new star. Honestly, I think Trick Williams might be the guy that you build up to, like you've got built up and established, that could go get that North American Championship off of Oba and then lose it easier than Oba could. He's kind of the John Cena of NXT right now, where he could be the Beast Slayer, the Monster Slayer, the Giant Slayer, but then get rolled up by, Joe Schmo, like he just did. I mean, John Cena lost to K-Fed. Let's talk about it. I'm going to take Oba to retain here, which I know not a lot of title changes. Wendy Choo could win the title, so there could be a title change, but I don't see Chase U or Oba Femi losing their titles right now. Speaking of titles I don't see being lost, Roxanne Perez defending her NXT Women's Championship against Jada Parker. They have built Jada up so much, and Jada could be the person they're looking at to beat Roxanne Perez. But I know they got 2 names Stephanie Vecchio, I don't know how to say it, and Julie is the other one. I think that they're going to build up for one of them to be Roxanne Perez's eventual defeater, but they have done a great job building up Jada Parker, and I wouldn't be surprised if they had Parker win, but I'm going to take Roxanne here. After that, we have the only non-title match and almost the most fitting match to be on this card with its name of No Mercy. We have Wesley versus former MSK teammate, former Rascal teammate, former brother, Zachary Wentz. The heel turn from Wesley on the Rascals was crazy, heartbreaking, devastating. I fucking love the Rascals. But Wesley's motives almost make sense. And then Zach Wentz's rebuttal also makes sense. So this is a match that feels like it really does have a lot of grudge match to it and like personality and elements to it that make it interesting. I think that Wesley needs the win here. I think that it means more to him here. I think the only reason it would mean more to Zach Wentz is because he's the TNA guy. And they've been leaning really hard into that, so I could see Wentz win. Actually, now that I'm saying it, they've been leaning really hard into Zach Wentz being this TNA wrestler versus Wesley, the WWE superstar. They've been leaning hard into that. God, that actually almost makes me think Zach Wentz might win. But if Zachary Wentz wins, it makes Wesley turning look like an idiot. So they have to let Wesley win. They have to. I'm going to take Wesley, but this is one of those ones I could see going both ways. And then finally, in what I would assume will be our main event, but maybe it'll be Wesley Zach Wentz because that is the big grudge match. But what I would assume will be the main event, we have the NXT Championship on the line where Trick Williams will serve as the guest referee for Ethan Page defending his title against Joe Hendry. I think if there is ever a perfect time to pull a moment that nobody sees coming, you have Joe Hendry win here. I think that WWE has very much had talent from TNA continuously come over, but not really get wins unless they were in team matches with other WWE NXT superstars. This could be a moment where you have an NXT guy lose to the TNA guy, and everyone would be happy. Everyone would be excited. You can have Joe drop it in 2 months. Hell, you could have Joe drop it to Pete Dunne. That'd be a great match, too. Joe winning an NXT title here would be huge for him. It would be huge for NXT. He is the ultimate personality right now. He is everywhere. He's popular in every circle of media that exists. And marketing, this is putting the title on Logan Paul, but doing it with somebody that actually is ingrained in the wrestling industry. It makes so much sense. And so I'm going to take Joe Hendry to win this title. I'm probably wrong. Pete Dunne will probably come out, fuck up Trick Williams, and Ethan Page will beat Joe Hendry with a new ref coming out by hook or crook. But I'm going to take Joe Hendry, if nothing else, because that's what my heart wants. So you guys let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you guys think I went wrong, where I went right. Don't forget to check out on the channel the Bash in Berlin predictions, probably the video before this one. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let me know what you guys think. And with all that being said, as always, I'm Pip. Y'all are the greatest. And when in doubt, we'll see you next time. See ya!